Chapter 8 The Play. For the next week, the second grade rehearsed the play. After school, I went home and rehearsed my lines some more. I couldn't turn on the TV anyway, so it was good to have something to do. In school, we rehearsed the whole play from start to finish. It was fun telling Andrea. The only part we didn't rehearse was the kissing part. Mr. Hynde said we would save that for the real show on Friday night. Ryan and Michael couldn't believe that I was really going to kiss Andrea. I told them that Mr. Hynde said it wouldn't be so horrible if I pretend she was a dirt bike. I wouldn't kiss a dirt bike, Ryan said. Well, what would you kiss? I said. I really like football, Ryan said. I'd kiss a football. Ryan is weird. Finally, the night of the big show arrived. Everybody was dressing up in his or her costume. We peeked through the curtains, the multi-purpose room, and saw all parents were there. I was nervous. Mr. Hynde told us everything was going to be fine. We were waiting for the curtain to open when Andrea pulled me aside. AJ, she said, I want you to know that just because we have to kiss each other doesn't mean I like you. I don't like you either, I said. Good, she said. I'm glad we agreed something. Kissing girls is gross, I told her. Kissing boys is gross too, she said. I even went to Mr. Hynde and told him I didn't want to be a play because I didn't want to kiss you. So did he? He told me I should pretend that you're going something I really like, Andrea said. That's what he told me, I said. I'm going to pretend you're a dirt bike. I'm going to pretend you're an encyclopedia. Andrea said. Fine. So we did the play. I remember all my lines, and locking Andrea in the dungeon was fun. Everything was going great. But the whole time, in the back of my mind, I was thinking that soon I would have to kiss Andrea. It was a horrible thought. We were a minute away for the big kissing part. The whole cast was up on the stage. Andrea was standing right next to me. I was really nervous. Michael leaned over and whispered in my ear. Remember, she's a dirt bike, he said. Emily leaned over and whispered to Andrea. Remember, he's an encyclopedia, she said. And then, before I could catch my breath, it was time. The big moment, the kiss. I leaned over toward Andrea. Andrea leaned over toward me. My heart is beating fast. I closed my eyes. Dirt bike, dirt bike, dirt bike, dirt bike. I was trying really hard to pretend that Andrea was a dirt bike. And at that very moment, the most amazing thing in the history of the world happened. Andrea didn't kiss me. I opened my eyes. Andrea had stepped up to the microphone of the stage. She starts singing. The sun will come out tomorrow, she sang. She was singing that "Don't Stick Out Your Chin" and green song from that Annie movie. It wasn't even the script. Tomorrow, tomorrow, I love you. Tomorrow. It was a horrible and all, but it was still the greatest moment in the history of the life because at least I didn't have to kiss Andrea. All the parents were smiling and nodding their eyes. When Andrea finished singing the dumb song, they all went crazy, clapping and cheering and whistling and stamping their feet. Andrea bowed and the play was over. "I'm sorry, AJ," Andrea said to me during the standing ovation. "I just couldn't do it. I was afraid that if I kissed you, I might throw up." "Thanks," I said. "Me too." Andrea gave me a hug. "Ooh," Ryan said. "AJ and Andrea are in love." The audience was still clapping when we noticed Mr. Hynde at the side of the stage behind the curtain. He was crying. We all ran over to him. Tears were streaming down his cheeks. I figured Mr. Hynde was upset because Andrea messed up his hip-hop play. "What's wrong, Mr. Hynde?" Andrea asked. "What was that song?" he asked, wiping the tears with his sleeve. "It's called Tomorrow," Andrea said. "It's from Annie." "It's the most beautiful song I ever heard," Mr. Hynde said. And then he started crying again. Mr. Hynde is weird.